future secured for generations yet unborn and those yet to ensure. Your tireless efforts we acknowledge and praise for creating spaces where curiosity gazes, where teachers guide, where learners grow, where the love for learning forever glows. You are the architects of a better day, where the power of education chases darkness away. With every school, a beacon shines, illuminating paths and opening minds. We thank you for your unwavering commitment to nurturing minds and fostering excellence. May your labor of love continue to bear fruit, and the future of our children forever be rooted. May these new structures stand as testament to the power of education's transformative intent. May our communities forever flourish with the knowledge, skill, and wisdom you nourish. We celebrate you, our Ministry of Education, for building foundation that sets our children free to soar, to dream, to achieve, and to be the leaders, the innovators, and the game changers we need. Thank you very much for your service, your dedication, and your unrelenting passion for education. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Aisha. The next speaker is nobody else than the Honorable Minister for Education. But of course, before I welcome him on stage, let me take the initiative to acknowledge the presence of some key individuals. I can see Dr. Eric Nkansa of Ghana Education Service. Doctor, shall we give you a wave? Wave, please. So as we proceed with the event, we'll introduce the rest of the dignitaries. But for now, let me take this singular honor to invite the Minister for Education to give us his presentation. Honorable, you are welcome.
Good morning to every one of you, and especially our students who are here this morning with us. This day is dedicated to you. We want a Ghana where we can all thrive together as a nation, irrespective of where you were born. We want you to have the opportunity so that your talents can be used by this nation for its transformation efforts. Headmasters, Director General of National Service, Director General of GES, Free Senior High School Coordinator, service members, officers who are here, head of various agencies, and our students. Good morning once again. Today we are talking about evidence. We know many years ago, politics, and even when we have done it, another party will come and say they did nothing. So, we are not interested in talk. We are interested in evidence. So we'll take you to various parts of the country as the network allows to give you real evidence in real time of what is going on in terms of commissioning of schools. The ones that we have earlier commissioned yesterday, the day before, we will also show you. And the rest that will be done December 2nd as the next batch of schools will also show that to you. Our game plan is to ensure that every child has opportunity for quality and relevant education. So this is not a day for too many words. It's not a day to talk to you. It's a day for you to see and appreciate what we have all achieved together as a nation. When you look at our public schools, that has been around for many, many years. The famous rectangular-shaped buildings painted brown and yellow. Very soon, they are giving way to new kind of schools at the junior high school level. You've seen this, brown and yellow. And the children wear brown and yellow uniforms. This morning, we commissioned the new St. Barnabas Anglican School. And you will see that change has come to our nation. If we have the pictures, if you could please show me St. Barnabas, where we just came from. See, this is the new St. Barnabas. But before this, let's take a look at what it used to be. I think that this is it. This was St. Barnabas 8 months ago. This is where the children. What is happening at the junior high school level. I'm sure you saw the students seated. The video people, if you can please follow my instruction here to be helpful. You saw them seated in a very different way, on dual desk. And I'm sure our senior high school students are familiar. Yeah, you see the dual desk. This morning, they are seated differently at the junior high schools. And you can see that we want to really change the learning environment. This is the desk that they have. And they were seated here this morning. We cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes. It's not going to be. So we have moved, and you can see that you have children who are excited about what change means. I'm sure you have the pictures of St. Bernard. That's the first one we need to show before we go around the country. The president just left at St. Barnabas, an excited president, an excited audience. The parents were there. Traditional leaders were there. And they've seen what it means when you talk about transformation. If you don't have the pictures, you can signal me and then we'll move on. All across the country, you see that we've done many, many different things. You have the images of Jetokwe. You can show it. The school has been commissioned, and this is in South Town. The environment was very, very different. Today we have a new school, and this was one of the structures at South Town, at Jetokwe. This was where the teachers will sit. You know, it's almost like a staff common room right there. The classroom these are the things that we have done. So I think the technical people are trying to link up with different locations across the country where their reporters are witnessing the commissioning of various schools. But until they get to that point, I think we can show some of the other works that has been done in various locations like Nyinahini, new school that have been commissioned there. I think they will show you a few. These are some of the locations across the country. You have Bumprugu. There are about 2 locations there, Mamprugu. You have Kasana Nankana West, about 4 different locations. And you have Nanumba South, Napairi. It's an E-block, which was begun by the previous government. We continued, and we have completed it, and it has been commissioned. Agotimi Ziope is another E-block begun by the NDC government. We have continued, and we have delivered. The schools are going to be used. All across various regions, you're going to see Asunafu North, the Chem, they've commissioned. Commander Edna Eguafo Ebrahim commissioned. Efia Kwesimintim Window, Kole Crotes and Barnabas, Doma East Methodist, DA Junior High School, Doma Central, Esikasu, number 1 Methodist, Kumasi Metro, Bantama, State MA. You go to Efijakwa, then I'll say DA Primary, Fantiakwa South, Bosuso Presby, Adaklu, Kajobi Amdo Basic School, Southton Jetokwe Basic School, Yellow Krobo, Azar MA Basic, Sunyani West, Damesua Methodist, Doma East, Kuma Jimre, DA Basic School, Kwabi Brim, Ebenezer Methodist. You go to Bibiani, Bekwai, and Shiazumohu, KG Primary, Binduri, 6 unit classroom block, Bosomche, Espresso DA, Accra Metro, Salvation Presby, Mile 7, Jabin, Esase Methodist Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro Demonstration Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Akumasu East DA Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro, Asin South, St. Augustine's Catholic Primary, at Achiase, Bia West, Debiso DA Junior High School, Jama North, Asri Presby Junior High School, Akachi South, Setre is there. Asante Achimsa, Asempane. I show me the picture of, if I can see, I want you to see Asempane, how it was. This was Asempane. Are you going to see the children going to school here? And very fascinating story of how this school has now changed. You can see from here, you see the students? So if we continue to tell ourselves that in this 21st century Ghana, this will be schools, you see, this is Asempane. Now let's see the new Asempane. The new Asempane. That is it. And every school comes with 6-seater WC. And we are hiring cleaners for every school. We don't expect the children to go and clean the WCs while they sit in the classroom. So we have cleaners that we are hiring for each one of these schools. Let's move on to another location, Chifu, Atimokwa, and Tefrewoso. And Tefrewoso is a very interesting, the building was a very interesting one. Asante Achim North, APC Demonstration School, Ebuakwa North, AME Zion, New Tafo, Ahanta West, Pumpuni, Secondary Takrade, Ryan Paul, Shama DA Primary School, Secondary Takrade, Diabene, and Esunafu North, Ahafumine Basic School. All across the country, these schools are being commissioned. It's fascinating to see Atobiasi DA Basic School, Cape Coast North, Apesika MA Primary, Asutifi Kenya se Moahu Methodist, Bosomtrin Nuaso, Bosomtrin DA Primary, Oyoko, Jabin, Abisiwa RC Primary, Esunafun of Goso KG, Esunafun of Goso SDA KG, Doma West, Krokrom RC Primary, Kwabi Brim, Techima Methodist, Asen South, Asen Nyame Bebu KG. You can move on, Bosomchen, you see Commander Edna, Egrafo, Abrim, there are say 30 mine in Suta RC Private Busa South, Zioza, Ebuakwan of Presby Kindergarten, Mamprugu, Tantala School, Mamprugu, Yezize School, Fantiakwa South, Dome Methodist KG. All across the country, you're going to see various buildings. So at the end of the day, what we are telling Ghana that change has come. And the change will continue. We have to change the course of history of our nation. And as some locations come alive, we'll go there live and see the commissioning in action. Where are we heading?
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas. Watch.
Indeed, this is very historic. Shall we all give a round of applause? We can do better. We can do better. Historic indeed. We can do better. Honorable Minister, we are going to have a chat. Yes, we are going to have a chat for the people of Ghana to understand really what is going on. Because, I mean, for 80 commissions to be done in a day, for me, if you ask me, it's unprecedented. But I'm sure you can give the best description of what is going on here.
I'm excited, and today I was a bit emotional when I went to St. Barnabas. It's a school I visited 8 months ago. It was in such a disrepair that you would not even believe the closest school to the Ministry of Education would be in that kind of condition. But it was. And it, to me, was unacceptable to have our schools in such a situation. No ceiling, of course, and roofs are leaking. I'm sure when it's raining, they had to quickly get the children to leave the school before the rainfall began. It was a very difficult situation for me to see as somebody who has worked in the education system in the United States and had built schools in the United States, who the president recruited. And I remember he asked me a specific question: would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? So coming back to Ghana in response to his request, change has always been at the top of my agenda. And therefore, I wanted St. Barnabas to see the change. And this morning, if we can see the images of the students, how they were dressed, and how it has changed from the old blue Anglican uniform to black and white uniform with tie, and seeing the Osu children dressed in a very beautiful fashion. At the end of the day, what it tells me is that we can change our nation. Let's make no mistake about it. Change can happen in Ghana. What you see is just a symbol of what is possible in our nation.
All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. But let me pass this one. Viewers, this is just an information that is also equally important. The nature of the program is such that at some point we'll cross to different locations and pick what is also happening there live. At some point we may be crossing to, for instance, Baby, there's also a commission going on there. Awaso, there's also a commission going on there. If you go to, for instance, Akumadan, there's also a commission going on there. Asinfosu, there's also Enyinam. There are all other commissions going on there simultaneously. So at some point, we will just cross live when we get the feed from those locations. But, Minister...
St. Barnabas, the pictures are...
Yeah, St. Barnabas, yeah, sure. So I'm sure at some point we will also show the videos of St. Barnabas where the president himself led the commission. But, Minister, I want to understand, why do you say this is education transformation in action?
You really have to begin to understand that we, at this since 1957, after independence, we did some good things, but you also realize that some countries did some things differently and they've gotten different outcomes. I always cite South Korea and other countries that decided that in the 1970s, they will improve STEM education, introduce STEM education in high schools. And they did. Now we are doing STEM in Ghana, 50 years behind South Korea. But the good news is that we have begun. So when we say transformation, we are not tinkering at the edges, doing some small things in Kencity. No, we are talking about major things. So you don't go to St. Barnabas and just fix the roof. Change everything totally. And when you change, you also have to change the way the children are orientated in terms of how they think and how they behave and how they think they can change their community. So if you look at St. Barnabas, they are going to be doing field trips. We're taking the students to go and see Presec, see Labone, see University of Ghana. We want them to come back to Osu and say, yeah, there's a world out there that we can be part of. We are building their library, making sure they have computers. Everything that needs to be in the school is there. And by the way, they are getting a counselor who can counsel them and guide them, and who can bring in parents, for the parents to see that there's a new dawn, a new day for them. Recently, I got a visit from Sempe Basic School, I asked the teachers and we arranged for them to take them to Kencity. Why? I wanted them to see there's a place called Kencity. And that the cost of food there, if they don't work hard, they will never be able to go there to eat. So I sent them there. After that, I had lunch with them. I just wanted them to have a mindset change. So when our vice president, the flag bearer of MPP, talks about teaching growth mindset in our schools as one of its agenda, it's about changing the mindset of the children to understand that they can be the best in the world in anything that they want to do. So, growth mindset, we have all the books. We are beginning now in our schools for children to understand that we can be the best in the world.
Minister,
so when we say transformation, what we are saying is that change everything completely.
Minister, that's it. See, a message I mean, I say, can you tell a man on my tongue, no my daddy for you, almost a motion, almost a wasma can you cheat on one TV?
Yo. If you don't have no more cars, I'm a question of which is me. Me that's all. Now, I'm on some mutia, Ghana for you, mutia. The person catch them say, as some pebiaba, Nana Adudanko akufo-addo, Enna Bediachri, Vice President Mahadu Baumia, Omada Roma, Omani Swadi Hono, and ne Yedi Juma. Now, Ghana, baby, region Bia, your school for Friday, Bia, and also I be no strong council. Okwaje tokwena kohwem kwala na ahyo montare fefefe St. Barnabas and cry kwala ahyo montare fefefe dan omutimu nkoyo omtese okra no eyesronko en sister yesronko e na aba Ghana enwumesuamu na ebumre bi e kan enwumesu asem a ebi ana wodwen se obanko a woko school ho enokre oba na woko school no eye daache obeba no abehwew eye pa na mansani nyina mpuntuo nso akogina ngomesua so enunti ena yenkwala no yentimi mabinum nkotena baabi e honye na binum so de o skenti no akọ private school fe yese baabi ankwala no obi amomye ma wo mo engomesua akade a emu odu na wo mo so daache eyeyi ano ma na daache mpagya enunti ena ne de eye dapon na emayen eye dakese emagana nyina se okrom school ni bi enye nro ho no a wonim say Dr. Bichum so mama kwenya na me say Minister for Education 2025 wa ukrom ebi maaye no ukrom ebi maaye a ebeden ebeba enti wanya bia wo hu nkrofo de a mo ani nyima omo ba wo de nam kwam we de empanifo se asempetia na asempetia so no media Mr. Mame emmo ahefo nyina amane se ebra dwumadi ni kɔ n'anim no ye be cross over akɔ baabi a miamia ɛhɔ nso no ye commission ni bi wɔ hɔ enye district level commission ni nko ana ye show district level commission there na no Monday na ye mpanimfo DCs and MMDCs one mo agina president and then minister and then no mo ye commission no nanso na me no ka sei ebi so kɔ so miamia bebre se medika bobo bi sunyan anopai president ayebi di ahefo nyina we de ewumu a yesabe crossover ni akomiamia commission ni wono na no so yakofa afri ho live na Semba numbers are ready and also the technicians no ehwe a won mo ebobo amaye but minister project here nyina no one key variable we say has to do with maintenance when it comes to the maintenance bit about the projects here we. I'm pimping over to Microphone Ghana any maintenance culture. People say that we don't have maintenance culture. I'll tell you this: there's no country has maintenance culture, but they have maintenance budgets and they have maintenance staff, and that is how maintenance is done. So as I speak with you, we have recruited about 50 facility managers. We've started posting them to our high schools. These are land economists, estates, management, graduates, building technologists. They are going to be in charge of maintenance in our high schools, and we are going to be adding more. Every high school must have a plant manager / facility manager in charge of maintenance. They will report directly to the headmaster or headmistress of the school, Our GET fund is also going to make maintenance allocation so that the buildings that they build can be well maintained. So at the end of the day, we have to be mindful of the fact that if we don't maintain these buildings, it will go into dilapidation again.
Okay.
Enti minua, the omo say, ye pese yedi ehuni ewo day nyina mu. Enti so hwe edan esisi wa Ghana ni nyina ni DC3 adwuma, school bia benya cleaner. School bia. Wo se kwala no nko isi WC. Na omo ane enkope paso ene na yeyi. Two be head na afi maso regina so ne ebubu no. Enti school BIC bian ombenya cleaner. High schools also enya facility managers. Normal any headmasters, any headmistress ejuma. I'm a damn wife. Obese ko baby ana.
Minister, let me catch you. Say Sunyan I read one also on pese the omo ho.
Okay.
I also commissioning back ekoso ho.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we are just crossing over to Sunyan to also go and take a live feed of what is going over there. But Minister, before we get to Sunyan, you just mentioned this morning that we were with the president at St. Barnabas. I mean, how did the president feel?
I think he was very excited. I call him the education president. He's giving me everything I need to execute education at the Ministry of Education. So obviously, he'll be excited. Because we've come a long way from when he first visited one of my schools in Los Angeles, and he asked me a very simple question. After seeing what I have done in California, he asked me, would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? The response to that question is what has brought me here today. I considered it, and I came to Ghana.
Minister, I have to cut you. We are live at Sunyane. The MC is speaking.
The member of parliament.
Oh, okay, all right. That is a member of parliament.
Tomorrow, our children, our grandchildren, will visit.
Yeah, young president.
Before I proceed, please let us have an observant silence.
We don't have any other, so that we come back.
Rest in peace. Thank you, Mr.
All right, welcome back. Minister, any remarks on the Sunyani project?
The Sunyani project is one of the model junior high schools like the one we've done at Agyapong and Achim Ewisa, Chamba in the north and other places. Once you put that building up there, you're able to move students from 7 junior high schools and they come there. So when we commission Agyapong, for example, like the Sunyani one, we are going to shut down all the old junior high schools at Agyapong. We are moving them into a new building with biology, chemistry, and physics lab, and computer lab, and robotics lab. Everything is there at the junior high school level. It's total transformation of our junior high school system. So the one you see at Sunyani is one of those schools that take over 1,500 students. And you're able, yes, and you're able to bring in students from about 7 junior high schools. So in the case of Sunyani, they are moving some students from Ridge, and then they've also created avenue for other parents who may want to educate their children
so,
there.
Minister, this one is only located in Sunyani, or there are
the Sunyani Ridge area.
But beyond Sunyani, do you have others in the...
No, other regions, but not in Bono.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a model ones for different locations in different regions. So, of course, our goal is that for you to transform junior high schools, communities don't need 7 junior high schools. Some of them are 50 students, 80 students, 100 students. You bring them together under one umbrella so you can give them a library and equip the library for them. So if you see there's one model junior high school, if they show you the pictures of students in their libraries and science lab at Bosomchi, for example, which was done with a 1 million per constituency funds. The government gave 1 million to constituencies, and in my constituency, we decided that we'll create a model junior high school. So you can see there that the students have library. We have science labs that were built by the Middle Belt Authority for a junior high school, a serious transformation. So in these new junior high schools, what we are seeing is not just the building, but the equipment that comes with the building, the new way of teaching and learning that comes with the building, new courses that are being offered, music and other things that are going to be offered
in a junior high school.
Junior high school. You see, the bill before Parliament, which we didn't get, the free secondary education bill, was to ensure that junior high schools are upgraded to secondary status. So by the time they go to the senior high, they have all the requisite skills. They've done lab reports, they've done everything that you are supposed to do in secondary. So we're bringing back an opportunity for junior high schools to be upgraded and transformed. You do physics, chemistry, and biology there before you get to high school, and you continue from high school. So by the time you get to high school, you've been introduced to most of the scientific concepts, and you get to do robotics in junior high school. So we have a new vision for transformation of education, and the junior high school is a critical component. I've always seen junior high school as the weakest link in the education system. If you didn't get a chance to go to a private junior high school and you went to a public junior high school, you are sitting in dilapidated buildings, there's no science equipment, and then you're going to meet your friends at Wesley Girls who are used to beakers and everything and all the scientific things, and they are lost. We can't create a nation of haves and have-not, 2 Ghanas, Ghana for the rich, Ghana for the poor. The poor doesn't do well in science, so they don't get to do science at the senior high school. So even though they will go to Laboni, but they will not give them science because they didn't do on the BEC. Why should we create a country where the poor locked up in inner city schools and villages don't get the opportunity to do engineering and do science because their grades on the BEC is so bad? And then when they get to the high school and they're even giving science, they don't do well because they've not been exposed to it. It's a new dawn. So if you look at what is going on there, you can see this is a new paradigm. It's a paradigm shift where junior high schools have been strengthened and upgraded, equipped with all the necessary tools like high schools, so that you can give Ghanaian children 6-year quality secondary education. And that is what the akufo-addo government has begun. And when we continue with this, it will be a different Ghana for all Ghanaians. Inner cities of Osu and villages like Jetokoe will be able to get what they need to compete with the rest of our communities.
Minister, thank you. Now, 6-year quality secondary school education, and
secondary school, no process 6 form. It's not Ghana, secondary school, and I be by and see him. And you trim, and a secondary school near 2 fear 9 and I can feel me and son. And I say, middle schools na yɛwɔ hɔ no yɛfrɛ no junior secondary yɛka sɛ yɛfrɛ no junior secondary no yɛankɔ ankɔsesa dan no
Okay.
Enti yɛmmerɛ mu no deɛ ɛka ne sɛ woba Ghana yɛnwoma sua nhyɛ sɛ nɛteɛ yɛwɔ kindergarten mfie mmienu primary school mfie nsia junior high school mfie mmiɛnsa na wɔn nyinaa ɛyɛ basic saa ne mmerɛ no ka pre-tertiary education act enti no secondary ankasa no ɛyɛ mfie mmiɛnsa mehu aman a ɛwɔ secondary mfie mmiɛnsa ba yɛmmerɛ no sɛ secondary mfie mmiɛnsa pɛ ɛne technical mfie mmiɛnsa junior high school na ɛsɛ sɛ nkeɛ pɛgya mu na yɛ secondary no yɛsɛ ɛyɛ basic school.
We have to close over to Mampusi.
Mampusi.
Yes.
Good.
The Pesempe Model STEM High School is also ready for commission. Yes, the video. We are crossing over there.
I hope so.
The class for the beginning of its activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gabriel Pelemo, Ono Ena, Italian, Abayawo, Omemua, Ena, Oyo Penny Abidji. So thank you so much for your kind words to us. Friends, it's at that special time that I want to listen and to hear from the special person. Minia, Betty.
I'm on fire. I was there for a brother. They say it's a
Minister, very, very novel.
Yeah.
What does this mean for double track?
Yeah, you see, the enema about Ghana, Sabri, Pasempe, a school Maku Dua, etc. I did be crab a camp. Now, her Pasempe, Diana, a school Alcoma, Science Lab, Maku Duminu.
12 science labs.
12 science labs. And yeah, idea teacher needs to want to say Bosumi and San and Kwanako lab. Chemistry teacher, the classroom, and the chemistry lab.
Maybe when it's 12 science labs, there were schools Makuma could do in a beer.
And do call on one chemistry teacher in the classroom and the chemistry lab. Biology teacher classroom, the biology lab. A Honan Kalano, teacher need to an Kalanaba. Yain says from Kwan, Abruche no Huno. High school teacher needs in the classroom and Kalanako. Ombe no I them ho, come. Na de so mu ye bia o matimi aye nti ukopa sempa e ho ye school kesia o mampani asia wo ko on ma wo beka say university emfa no kure ni esi school we bi wa krodie ahafo ahemfo no beto o mampani anim se fa ye university mine enti menim o ka say e ho nkrata o parliament a ye University of Engineering and Applied Sciences e wa krodie. Regions the brave obia nya school ibu na there fepa e wo mu no so okohwe enkwara ne niam mo fiti ase ya wo ho bedwuru emfidi ase ade mo bia de ama wo enhye pa ase ye wo bia de ama wo headmasters ntitiye e ye sonko e do on bankran ne abetiti wo no ma ye dwuma e kom be fa so a wo be hwe school no we e ye school ba ko kese nso e wo awaso.
Minister, before you proceed, I understand there's also a commissioning going on at Babyeni. Yeah, and very soon we'll be crossing over to Babyeni to also witness what is happening.
Okay.
But you can continue.
And Uko Anako have baby and Kolanusia de chemistry, Seromusia, and Fidia or Honua, a very one. And Tiawason Shebeko Hombe who said is Sikoso. Now, Usha we are, Crasumons and Fidia are playing a friendly few chamber. For chemistry experiment. I don't know how you will na BBM weni na how dream. We any fidi idea my high school sir. Oko abridge memo cry, baby hani bini ho. Me now for you home something to way again and I'm so sure calling him only a Ghana for. Only a Ghana for. Mas I teach our original honest smart board and an Sandam says or then says this one, net no baby. And schools who are full free bank crassim no a modu na ni nyina nso yɛ boarding school enti wo kro bia so a nso utimi ɛkɔ hobby na utimi kosua de na unim de no mu dɔ na wo ba e de beboa ɔman Ghana asa yɛsako baby foforo
it is awaso
ɔno na nipa no
no almost your commission wo ho de also ye kakra na sa no ato
that's Omwoma auditorium
one your commission the opening kasa regional is okay here ho kakra somra
voice
no one just a higher to block, a higher baby, a baby, consultant, and also so a shared human so. Nana no me in Achramo.
Minister, I said, okay, so commission 80 schools, no. I just say, no, crazy commission 80 schools.
Abroso, Morgan Kai, and Mons Abroso. The attendant say, and Ghana for Madaroma, Sabre, politicians in Bicham, Kuntumpugia and Trum. Mon country, Dr. Duchum say evidence base. Say also what the Pebiatre. Now you say the evidence base. A tree mono, a piano more kajiti a mutieme, or send me to Mra, my trusi, and only evidence based communication you cheat. Na the woman say, Nia can't have the eye and a crack. Contumpo Bienim, Anna, or where the Mamma.
It's a live event.
Live event, and a coso, Awaso, auditorium, no fair. School for fro. Now, okay, Assembly Hall and Palano Etiwan, a whole IFA, MP, our Bibiani, Honorable Ben, one was all in our honor. And we say, Ojina House is the upper from Rebecca shows Ojina Honor no Castle.
So, Minister, this is a senior high school.
Senior high school.
Does it have any impact on the whole double track conversation?
No, double track, no need you want some pound. Now, the attendant say, the entire dancing a double track by. I will for beer per Laboni. They say Laboni pound crofwe good gates, nature mammy or tia bread. Obia so beko Laboni. Obia so beko presec. Obia beko atimota. A quambe soon ever for meeting me a could be. Entia buying a she says, and Qualam Pim and son a bit me a corporate sec. A quambe never fast one. A bit me among Qualam Pim no maco. And Tini Angel School mummy and sign. Me no ha, never of ye, Baku Kwakoma, never Kwambishim. Ye fast Aquanian swam and Padudona to Miako school, Pia Pese, Nebako Nibi. Na ye see a down to do a honor one near ye double track 9 every hole. And no Juma any ye. Obeti Obiso Bichum. Say, and now me no Cassay. Which are double track one. Just a woman from 1 for watching Moten now Sankofi. Fisachimotana for 3,000 and for 5,000. We'll say, watch a double track one. 3,000 a bit me afa. 2,000 if I no moko. A banis what I didn't say. Moman Quala do intimate schools I can say will be up as so quaby. And the new school be going to be on a double track. Yes, school be a school the school do not a single track. Ye be a school when you album call a Macano in our coffee. A schools I can say now for be up as all Marco Bieno. And the Alpha Confu Frosso, I mean, you pardon do it in Kobe. I feel no Cassay or Pokuare. And yet double track beam. Adentia. Aban Siadan de Bray Ewoho. Ama Opokuare. And Palabe and Pin 9 years, Omufa Omono, Omonte so, Omu Abes alcohol, but will be Abequa boom, no Mamma Quia boom, and to Opokuare a few double track. Tamasco, and fear me near Chemu, and a few double track. Say a single track. School Bebre, a few double track, almost single track, they see a dine, Ama Omuntia. The air can say, near I didn't can say, Maubia school, Papa numbers on Beconum, Mobia and Kobe. And no actually see a down or who sit down, let's say, Nipal do it to me, no, a double track a few. Another strategy, they say, see schools for Frobbery. Name mom in the second school go ha, a beho, and fear dunum, and so intimate to Achimota. And we see schools for Fro, now I'm fat a quam for Frost 1 to 2 or more. I will phone him for a man. enti de na ye schools for Friday see ni nyina ye ko assistant headmaster efi school kese bi de na ko hweso ni aboa no sebe ye school no be pagya edu ko hwe abomosu STEM high school et se pasimpe ye the assistant headmaster free presec and akɔhwɛ school no so and that presec in she ye wo ha ma presec high school kese ni nyina wo de kwa abomosu ebedu fie num no na abomosu so ayɛ sɛ presec na afei presec pressure na eden akɔfom sabre awofo bebrebe wo Ghana
Minister
on be kan to so mo per step
over to Sunyane
say ye du Sunyane omo rescue honum ti mo be hu baabi a nananom ene mpanimfo akɔ no mo nam no ɛhɔ ene Sunyane model junior high school edan kese pa na wura mu kɔ na akɔ classroom so a wo be hu sɛ ɛhɔ ɛyɛ sonko anti Sunyane school no ɛna ahwɛfo mo hwɛ no na ɛyade a ɛfɛ sɛ ɔman bɛka sɛ yɛ madaachi ehia yɛn enti si junior high school foforo ama wɔ mu
Minister ye kwetiwa nkofo pese ye show mo de obi a say ye fa ne de mfam
nti ye kwetiwa sisi ye ko minister for Minister of State for Finance Honorable Abna Osasare ona okasano ahonso TV school fe and abayesi ene ye commission. So we are commissioning live the school at a TV school, Applied Technology Institute. I think we are back to, there's competition. Everybody wants the attention. So we went back to Sunyane briefly.
Yes.
But this is still Atiwa. Oh, you moved to Bosomshe. Oh boy.
This is Bosomshe. We moved from Atiwa.
So we moved from Atiwa. We'll be going back and forth. So please bear with us. This is Sewia in Bosomshe constituency. This is the chief of Sewia speaking. This is a very happy chief. MP unfortunately is far away from there. So Nana is talking.
Minister, how you come?
I am constituency.
Nana Niaji.
Nana Niaji pa.
Bosomshe project na no say daddy.
We senior high school. Then come we trust na we hu. We color ni different cra.
Project na kasa na
senior high school or auditorium and assembly hall, classroom block, dormitory for boys and girls. And this is a 21st century senior high school. Everything about it is 21st century. It's a new dawn for our nation. A new dawn for our nation. And it has to be. See, invariably, we excuse poverty for our predicament. We always will say, oh, sikeni hontia. Sikebi and frusra mo. Nanso mampani ka kire me se opesa me sesa schools no. Ye fa akwan mi so nya sky de be adwuma no. Na sika no ba ya yede aye adwuma Ghana man ɛfo a wotua no me as a minister for education de be adwuma pa ma no anya ho emfaso enti wotua tro ɛwɔ Ghana ɛno ɛna Minister for Finance I begin with Honorable Ken Oforiata I say Honorable Amin Anta omo boa me pa my kwama horo also kwesresre now almost baby o hanu my ye free bibi bosia baby also anya bosia kra free bibi grant sika fa ye adwuma na ma o man entumpon enti akwan bia aso no ne a Ghana e koso no say ye wani suade hu say o man ngumasua esese esesa na yentimi nkase ne South Korea for be pe wa bra enye de South Korea for ye say Vietnam tumrika den de o man e call entokwa movement se mebresi ho enso na okwohwe Vietnam ba bi omo nam na nyasam ketwa afi bia Vietnam for omo produce 100,000 engineers omo population 93 million yeah over 30 million and he said 93 million and kwala no ratio and proportion 93 million omo produce 100,000 yeah over 30 million plus say you crazy and say 30,000 and she produces 6,500. And the company beer person or manufacturing what they call Vietnam. And the Kase, your person man is by any Vietnam for ye. To the Vietnam for ye, the South Korea for ye, STEM education, and no and Abagana. Ya catch dear and fear do num echi South Korea for ye, ya catch the but say your fitting and say, and no who.
Yeah, Minister, very soon we're crossing over to Nkranza. They are also insisting we should, yes.
Okay. I almost say every free Busoncha Nkranza and to me,
very soon. So, but you can proceed.
And so I had done a honum now. Ghana phone call free Ghana and crowing in our Subabaho, Abisuande. Then Fidia the amount monso to say the abruchre and Qualadisuan de Pepe. Sabaya abruchre sano added training addition bar. A abruchre sanum puntio and a ba ye minum. And no, and I am Hojma. Our fellow Ghanaians is exciting day to day. You see transformation in action. This is not political talk. This is not propaganda. It's about evidence-based communication. What you see is what you get. Black and white, it's right there. There's no doubt about it that transformation has begun in Ghana. Over 80 schools are being commissioned. From Monday, a number of schools were commissioned. From Jetokwai to Azan to Bunkurugu, a whole number of communities, they've seen different education infrastructure. And today you are watching live commission of schools in selected locations across the country. There are some places that we could not cover live, but commissioning is ongoing throughout the country.
I'm looking at this. Is your vision documented? Because, I mean, certainly you'll not be there forever as the Minister for Education. So one day if you are not there, how are you going to, implement this?
Let me tell you this. Give me a chance to complete this, and when I'm done, let me go. Because you see, obviously, we have just begun. But unfortunately, we have an election cycle. So December 7th, to me, is a great day for a great choice to be made. If you want Dr. Educhim to continue this, you know what to do.
We factor for the tree by
the American say, Ghana for more and puntu yakoso no. Afe ni everything I say, agrono, afe ni everything I say, yenye rubebia na nyame ya adom na January ye jinemu ni eye se adwuma ya ni amobe hu no munya hu bi munya hu bi o munya hu bi this me nko America memu na me nkosi schools ema abrofo na me ba me mi krom Norman Penita Mechia, Messian Transfer schools are done no
19th century building.
19th century building, now they're educating 21st century children. Change will never come. So what I'm telling my colleagues, Ghanaians, is that these buildings that you see 4 years from now, if you give me the chance, you will never see them anymore. You no longer see them because Ghanaians deserve better. Our nation deserves better. We've been at this for too long, over 60 years after independence and the economy. But how you build a robust economy is when you build a robust education system. It is when these young men and women who are here are being supported, nurtured, and guided to innovate and invent. That is when you build a more robust economy. There's no way around it. The story is clear. So if we want to
Minister,
go to a point, we are moving
images from.
Okay.
Minister, wait there. I'm put to it. I say, I have for that Jaffa.
The tenants or Hinibia person in my ADE. Internanum or no more can say when the Minister of Education. Now to be in Jama and former house or more per step. Crobia per stemo and Passaso. Now you're in number one about when you be number two, so and you be Crobia. Obia per step. For someone who said, Pana Yakusi, see a first one or man versus Sayasi Quantum Poso. Yan Sanya Tiniaco and YM versus song. And you know, and a moon. An anonymous Fisobia per school papa, on in Peswas in the Chrome or per school papa or honum. Now, by Minister of Education, on the Nibre Pa and on deba, or see a system no about the Miss Micro me here. They say, Ukroma and Yastem, as a Ukro no Yakitri. It's an anonymous on per stem. Stem one at the Bema. Now, you know,
the STEM.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You see, the old is our call average memoir, the Intium Puntu Timia Bapa, and they say a tre and Qualano, and Momodon said to me, she same fidea, I was carrying school. Okwa Accra High School, a system center mom. I know some if he has said, aha. If he has said, Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. Aye, Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. We Accra STEM Center. Yes, you school. And Kwalana Co School or primary school for in Ansubaha, junior high school for Ansubaha. I had no robots. I had no more near Makasiakase, Okwa Accra High School, so I also to me engineering as a course. It meets robotics, MAE. We had 3D printer, a Accra High, a honey bureau. Some no Casa, Gene for a baby or Modian. Mfansepem baby omode, Fijai baby omode, go so I have my baby omode, Omunyina benya STEM centers nibi. Na I laboni mi review why what any more has it to say. Me ufi hano hu ni kwa kupo.
Minister, but so Matisse STEM schools, some of them has also been earmarked for commissioning in December. Wait,
yes.
Bibi kakra.
Say school kese pa mienu on crime. STEM schools. Weja. Now weja the end there some kukra Global Studies Academy. Na hono usua STEM no. Na usua acquire amansan faso di trade. Na usua finance. Na usua law. Our high school. Na ufri hono mo a Uko University, a wedge at the enemy. A honey school, a real singing IFPA. Fisa Ujina, Ujina, wedge school noa, not lake in Osia Day, our school can see a pass, somewhere December 2nd, a baby, wedge a hair, and cry. Now, I fear Dinkano, your real girls dormitory, I fear Dinkano, a man quan and no befitians here. Oh, that's 8 and I can school Makumacuni, Quada on the Ocambo money and making me. And he said, what your way, I was licking it down. What your chair, dear, and I saw teacher Minko Montana, Yasika Cran and licking it down. Oko Lake, and I know any Jordan, I drew our show window one and licking it down. A high school, the best view anywhere in the world. Aba and Kaha Weja. You see, the Vice President Mohamed Ubamiani President and now Danko Akufo-Addo Ede Mangana Enono. Weja a hofe. Nankran December 2nd, a habaya kono, habaya fair, habaya de. Fisa ufi weja near Ko Accra STEM Academy. School a fiti kindergarten, Ekodru High School. A dan who be down there.
I understand there's also a commission.
Yeah, Accra STEM Academy. Now, a dan we are saying a bear now, come say, ya baby, a drone, a fequa. Omu god and then say, Omu yet tiles. Now, today, Mene, Omampenia be the Chirikoshe school. Now, Udu Hopa now share primary school, junior high school, assembly hall. When you bejekwa. Assembly hall, no, kakraka. And no be assemblies. Kindergarten for her, primary school, junior high school, and a senior high school, so her, and their community school, Ubiako Ubi. A bedroom Monday, no website, students never apply, no hope as all back, Echo Junior High School. Yet the bedroom Minister of Education website, Oko Honoma, no apply. Oba Echo Train School, who be da, El Ganaha. Now, Britain, you know, I know Musia can be dinkunim, and do their share a reception area, or 100% of honor. Now, who said the reception in the city, not the said the host here, which are about home. What they will buy a school way now, Jan Homer, a teacher for an hour, Kojuma. When he beg Sagana, which you are to the Adepa. Way and Abagano. Nankanya Biano, Kumasi Benya, Ubiansu Benyabi, and Dr. Bichum. If you January call me Wajuma, Momuame, Namako Edgeman. Sign language, Ama. Okay, and she's already done with the area back on our can. We na assembly hall, dining hall, kitchen, beer, fe. And to Bako kindergarten, now all school down with one. We need to send a Dutching a base from Kong. See if I say it is a bruchra. As I say, I'm going to so a bruchra in Sano. And the Yamiada Roma bruchra bagana. A quaint befast why, a better schools in Madaroma, Yeguso, Yabeye. If you say, SSSano, on the Soma started paintway, a bear corner December 2nd. Second, for whom be beer, a gomesiano, echo, enter and crying. Anya St. Barnabas in Kwa schools akese ena yesi ewon kran ha ama ngumesua ayefe na mo hu say money national the nation's capital enti efiti ha na afa ye ko anim enti mu hu nkrase ni nyina de mo hu krom so de ye ko anim o man Ghana ebenya bibia ka emfie du awe anim emfie du nu a awe anim mo amoye enkwala mo ha secondary school for no wo be ka say ye fiti ase na ye ti assembly hall near to moving pick near Kahum. You'll be part of the story.
Minister, Mr. Yabrenisa, one of my Yabrenisa, they say Yabeko St. Barnabas, and the tougher in no, but a tougher my na Yamfa President Diano in
okay. Other locations are Yayina Mohu Awaso, Sunyan so Mohu Kakra, and for near Befu Abanina, ever sign at the Accord YouTube. Amo Bia Timia, beckoning in answer boom. Na fe yasan de gu mfidie so na mo asa hwe e o TV so anopai St. Barnabas na eho enije na ho eya homka e be boso me watwetwa mu e na mi twam na mekwa ho school yi enti mo surprise visit me kodu ho no na eho anyama homeka enkwala ne de no mo ye kama me no mo di nkomo kama a wo hwe classroom so no na aha St. Barnabas 8 months ago, some baby and Colonity. American school, Thomas Blue, Kama. Now almost sister. And I became between say, was me bam with Chichi, Moscow, Besson. The catcher headmaster says in Barnabas, ever son. Now, me Jesus, I know if you say, in himself politician, the woman can't win yet. Aha, and if you diamond, say Barnabas and you. And crying. Self school way eben in school be Minister of Education in school be and so aha and na osufo nkwala sorry a omuko school empoma ni ho apono abubu ceiling ni ho ensuo to anegudanum we ene ba bia na nkwala eko school anope yekodu ho na ohwe edan foforo nkwala no betena mu aha enie na omampani kotwa ahomemu na ebie ne fefefe se aha no omampani kotwa ahomemu ebie school no na mo de mo nhwe nkwara no ahofa de kwa no afa so asiesie omo ho na awofo ani agye aha nkwara no ni on bru no na wo ho no se so kwachira na ho se nkwara no afa omo ho pa
Minister before obokona
and she said, Oshe St. Barnabas, baby, I no more, any baby or medru, Shemphony, and net anopay, our form baho, Also, Momano, if sorry, I'm a power, Sissy, Omono, and Mamu who say, almost so Dutch, Omomano, a big baby pa. I will be saying, I feel no one who's almost beat me a bankers, or meet me a doctor, or meet me a bia, or 1 million who da, San Colano, a bit to me. When a Ghana for fra, yes, she say. When a Ghana and another danko akufo-addo atono fapimoa, yen omampenia bediatre, omampenia bediatre, minua penny Muhammadu Baumia say obetuaso. Na Ghana ebeyefo.
Continuity.
Ghana ebeyefe. Enti mede sabre me kan se we ya me kan se amayoni education ewo mimu. Minya akwanya eko see schools ema abrofo ewo America memu. Mabagana say enwumesua besesa. Na me hu we yi a, na me hu nkwala no entare ehye wo mo na e kire me say ababa ne abranti a osu ono nso wo dachi. Enkwala a wo mo wo osu omo nso wo dachi. Enkwala a wo mo wa mekom ewo Kumase, Tamale ewo Northern region omo nso ewo dachi. Ye pe Ghana ehiafo ene eskafo ebetra dan ba akomosua de judge ba ene libra ba ebetra classroom ba akon na judge ba atonensa afre ni nua kodwo mensa ne papa e libra no amana ba ne fie ne birthday na kora no ko judge ne fie no ohu se de hositi a waka kire ho se me ma me ni bi na nso da che me nso menya dan bi ti sei na me ma me da che ayefe ni America kire Ghana for no se ensisaya ye de aba no mu oduo na yebekọ so amensisaya kese na aba Ghana na me de minim ne se minu apeni Muhammadu Baumi wa hye mebo se Dr. Bichum ni a ofiti ase no me ba meto aso enwumasua ewo mimu eno ene dama kuma so enti na me so no past 6 o'clock no nsia ne fa ne meduru adwumam oba Minister of Education 6:30 me wo honom fi se Ghana sesa ye tu kwa na che esese ye nya homeje esese ye page oman na ye nsu efiri ohia mu ekọ ba bia ye ne abrofo ni nyina ebebo pe ne yi ohia buruburu a ma ni pet ni wuntam efiri ho motis ye hospitals okọ Ghana nkro bebrebe o se photo fe boda ho ababa bi ni atwere ase painful exit gone too soon. What a shock. Ababa abrante oko. Na no sabrochi mem wo nyare ansa no akọ hospital. Wo ha ne afro se brane anhwe omogem na yare be wo ha yenyimfi ho ne wangu. Enu nti no omudi mfi aduro kono no omda so tiase. Se wo te se ye bibi e wo mpuntu adwuma mu a e kan wo masua ho e na page oman na de omu ne se wo ma yare kra ne wo hospital a yenya doctor no ahwew adan no emusa wunya ba bi mfa na nsi ebeda na wunyare ya ya frosa brane nhwe omogemu enu nti ne ye agenda 111 sir wunyare a wubenya text message bra ye nhwe omogemu ye mo ho ban na di mfie aduokono mfie aduosia no wawu ne de eyade a enche bia fapima omampani na nado dan kwa ato no de humasua aka ho empomdine aka ho oman daache ebegina brane na ye nyina abeka bom ni aka se na ye wo ho ene mfitiase ni ebai. We have begun an adventure from education to healthcare. Something great is happening in this country. There are where you see pictures of young men and women dying early. We call them painful exit, gone too soon. Gone too soon must go too soon. We have to change the paradigm. We can't educate the vast majority of Ghanaians for them to die early. The reason why in some other countries they are living for a long time is that you don't have to be sick for you to be invited for them to check your blood, check your system, to prevent what can occasion your early exit from this world that the God has created and given to us. So what it means is this. We need to create an era, a day when you'll be called to come and check your blood so that we can detect if something is going to be of a harm to you and then prevent you from dying early. No more gone too soon. Painful exit should be a thing of the past, and that is why we are doing Agenda 111 hospitals. There will be a hospital close to you. You get a text message from the hospital. Come and let's check your blood. We can't do it now because even those who are sick don't have opportunity to be seen because we have limited facility. The moment you have more hospitals across the length and breadth of this country, then we'll be able to call you in, check your system.
This
is Asen, that's my deputy minister.
Yeah,
he's also commissioning.
Yeah.
So we'll give you quality education, quality health care. You live for a long time to see your children and great-grandchildren. That is the new Ghana. The journey has begun today.
Minister, on that note, when the Abuja for Bessie in a book, also, you're sorry, not in the ministers.
Oh, yeah.
You may resume your seat. Sure. The erudite minister, 21st century minister. Our secretary Gume. Transformation. Education transformation in action. We are evidence-based communication. You two million a day, ya chirisi. A benefit kasate ntenya day and top onko. Who is kanwa to bottom? On that note, let me welcome Ashley Chooks to give us a performance. Ashley, are you ready?
Assassini, Agyapong, then my Mojana, Nanum Shegonia, that's all my I do man and once or so, say a bay, be at so, named then trust on coats on carney, best and me coming, do ye bremwood, mamma, at so say, oh man, say, bay, yo. Oh man, no serene yo. Yes and no say. Oh my former shre. Oh man, no sebe yo. Oh man, no serene yo. Yes and no say. Oh my former shre. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country, your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country, your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong.
Powerful. Thank you, Ashley. We may kindly resume our seat. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and, of course, the Minister for Education, we want to thank all dignitaries here in present. Because of our time, we are unable to mention and recognize the dignitaries accordingly. But, of course, we do appreciate you for joining this important exercise. Also want to thank, most importantly, our viewers online, watching from online, home, and all over the world. At this stage, we want to climax the event with, again, an evidence-based documentary detailing the work so far and where we want to take Ghana when it comes to the conversation of transformation. Thank you.
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas.